Okay, good morning, students. So, this is our first lecture for today, entitled The Introduction to Travel and Tour Management, the Travel Agency, and its Organizational Structures. So, as you all know, you are enrolled sa subong sininga subject, no? Sa Travel and Tour Management, and I am Sir MJ, or you can call me Sir JR. So, I will be the one handling this subject. Okay, so let's proceed sang aton nga class. After which, I will be uploading this sa YouTube channel, and then you just have the option to watch it, and then we are going to have a um, question and answer. I am going to answer your questions on Wednesdays pag-abot sa aton nga live class schedule. Okay, so the travel agency and the travel management company. So let us first define the definition of travel agency. So the Tourism Code of 1980 defined the travel agency as it is a travel and tour agency is an entity engaged in the business of extending to individuals or groups travel services and assistance. Okay, so travel services and assistance to include documentation. Okay, so when we say documentation, kita ang nag-process sang ilang mga documents. So what are some of the documents that we do? So we have what we call the passporting, visa application, mga NSO, live birth, so documentations. We also have the ticketing. So ticketing naman, we have the domestic and then the international ticketing. So with flights within the Philippines and then flight outside the Philippines, booking for transportation. So usually may ara man kita sa mga van for rent, mga bus for rent, mga amusina for transportation, accommodation. So accommodation naman natin would be mga hotel, resort, arrangement, handling and or conduct of tours within or outside the Philippines, whether or not for a fee, commission, or any form of monetary consideration. So that is the definition of isa ka travel agency. So as you can see, no, I have also my own travel agency. So what I do is all these kind of services we do offer diri sa amon nga travel agency. And then all you have to do is visit our office and then let us know kung ang mga services ang inyo nga needed, and then after which we can give it to you. Kung in case, for example, hindi naman ka mo ma-assist, pwede naman ka mo ma-refer or pwede mapangitaan sang paagi para at least maubra namon kung ano ang inyo gusto nga services coming from the travel agency. So it's not only about that, okay? So it's way beyond what the travel agency can offer. So medyo mas madamo pagid. Okay, so we will try to continue this as we go along. So we have the traditional way some travel agency. So traditional way, the travel agency is defined as a commercial enterprise where a traveler can secure information and expertise. They get impartial counseling and make arrangement to travel by air, sea, or land to any part of the world. So that is the traditional way. So sang una, we have this type of travel agency nga traditional pa. So whenever there is a client who wants to get a service from the travel agency, what they do is they go to the office. They go to the office of the travel agency. They get information, expertise, and then advices as well. So what are some of the advices? Example, when is the best time to travel? What is the best hotel nga pwede namon makuha sa isa ka city center? So these are some, okay? And then of course, after that one, kung nag-agree ka mo, you can make arrangements, okay? So you can make arrangement to travel by air. Sige ma-airplane na lang kami, or sige we can take the plane from Rojas to Manila and then from Manila to Davao. Or you can do also, sige, mabarko na lang kami or land travel to any part of the world. So up to now, the travel agency nga traditional way is still in operation. Although damo na sang changes. Not all are considered traditional already. Hindi nga tanan puro traditional, but still there are still existing nga mga travel agency who does the traditional way. Okay? Sige, let's continue. Now, in the traditional way, in this concept, the agent serves as an agent for the different suppliers, providers of product services that cater to the needs of the traveler. So may ara kita sang ginatawag nga middleman. Okay? So ang middleman naton amo ni ang travel agent. So ang travel agent may ara sila sang suppliers or providers, and then ang middleman may ara man sila sang client. Okay, let's say for example, ang travel agent is si A. Okay, si A, ang iya sini suppliers damo. May supplier siya sang hotel, may supplier siya sang tour, may supplier siya sang airline. So a lot. And then pagkatapos, ang iya client, si C. Kaya ang supplier ni A, si letter B. Okay, so si A is the travel agent, si B is the supplier, and then si C is the client. So in this kind of business, before mahatag ni travel agent ang services nga gusto ni client, kinahanglan man sang supplier ni travel agent kundi niya nakuhaon. Okay? Pag naghambal siya, for example, ay kinahanglan ko, naghambal si client, kinahanglan ko hotel or kinahanglan ko plane ticket from Manila to Singapore. Wala man yung airline si travel agent. Sino iya supplier? Ang mga airline. So subong mangita si travel agent sa iya nga mga suppliers, sa damo iya nga mga suppliers sang ticket that flies from Manila to Singapore. So that's it. Pag naghambal na naman, for example, abi si client, ay kinahanglan ko naman sang hotel for 3 nights when I am in Singapore. So ano naman ang ubrahon ni travel agent? Itap niya naman ang iyang mga hotel suppliers or providers. O may-ari ko di client, 4 nights, 3 nights sa Singapore, ano da ang inyo nga available nga fit sa budget ni client. So that's it. So si travel agent, may-ara siya sang supplier. Hindi iya nga pagpangayo ni client directly may ihatag na siya dayon, hindi. There has to be a supplier. So that works in a traditional way. Okay? We are going to learn later on paano mag-work or paano magka-income si travel agent. Of course, through commission or sa ginathatag natin yung mga add-on. Okay. Okay, now, as the middleman, the travel agency collects an agent's commission from the vendor. This is the rate minus concept. Rate minus commission. However, the travel agency can mark up the net cost given by the vendor. This is the net minus plus concept. So, net price plus markup. Let me explain this to you. Okay. Focus kita sa hotel. Ang una is the rate minus concept or the rate commission. Let's say, for example, okay, take note ha sang example. Let's say, for example, si client gusto sang hotel. Okay. One night lang ang hotel sa Iloilo, sa Marriott. Okay. Sa rate minus concept or the rate commission, ang ginaobra siniya, if the hotel, ang one night cost 5,000 pesos, si client, mabayad 5,000 kay travel agency. Pero si travel agency, mabayad siya sang hotel kay Marriott 4,500 pesos only. So ang commission nga 500 makadto kay travel agency. So for example, 3 nights ang ginbook ni client. Kung tag 5,000 siya, and then may 500 per night nga commission si travel agency, so sa 3 nights, may ara siya sang how much? Correct. 1,500 pesos. Amo na iya ang rate commission. So, wala ikaw nagasukot sang imo nga income from the client. Instead, si hotel or ang imo supplier ang nagahatag sa imo sang commission. So, nagapangumission ikaw. So, amo na. Pero si client, pag nagtawag kay Mario, tagpila inyo hotel. Okay? Si Marriott Masaba, tag 5,000 na siya, ma'am. Yes, because may ara ka muna agreement between the supplier and then the travel agency nga hindi pwede i-divulge ang rate sa client. Pero ang tuod-tuod, nagbayad ka lang niya sang 4,500 kay hotel, pero si client nagbayad sa imo 5,000 pesos. So you get to keep the 500 pesos. That is your commission. Okay. On another hand, may ara naman kita yang ginatawag nga net plus concept. Net price plus markup. Same hotel man Japon. Pero this time, namangkot si travel agency. Hotel, Marriott Hotel, tagpila ang imo per night. So masabat si Marriott, travel agency tag 5,000. Ti, may client ko mabook pila akon ihatag. Okay? Mahambal na dayon si Marriott. Ay sir, 5,000 na gid ina, mark up ka na lang. So when you say mark up ka na lang, kung pila gid ang ginasukot ni hotel, amo gid na ang bayaran. Di paano ka maka-income? You need to add, you need to mark up, madugang ka gid. Okay, so how much are you going to mark up? Depende sa imo. So let's say for example, nag-mark up ka 500 pesos. So, ang ibayad sa imo ni client is 5,500. Ang ibayad mo kay hotel, 5,000. You get to keep the 500 pesos as your markup. So, these are the two ways nga nag-earn si travel agency. So, the rate commission and then the net price markup. Okay? We are going to have this discussed later on pag nag-compute kita. Because in the travel agency, may ara gid kita sang computation para sa pag-compute sang commission or sa pag-compute sang aton nga markup. Okay. Sige, I hope you understand. If you have any question, please do let me know as we are going to discuss this more sa pag-aton nga pag-discuss pa sang aton nga subject. Okay? Sige, for a while. Okay, sige, continue. Okay, the agent act as a middleman for the vendor and the vendee. So, ang vendor, amo ni si supplier. Si travel agency ako, kag si vendee is the buyer. So, siya ang satunga. Okay? Si vendee cannot go directly to vendor or si buyer cannot go directly to the seller. They have to go to the travel agency. Amo inaya ang concept ng travel agency that someone has to be in between to act as the middleman. Okay? So to act as the middleman. Now, take note that the vendor and the vendee do not engage in direct contact. Thus, the agent then coordinates with the vendee first, then coordinates with the vendor. Amo nang ginahambal ko nga si vendor kag si vendee or si buyer kag si seller, they do not have the direct contact. So si travel agency ang satunga, he serves as the middleman. So mas start with yaanay with the vendee. So si vendee mamangkot, ma'am or sir, kinahanglan ko sang hotel sa Iloilo, can you recommend kag tagpila? Sige, sabat ni travel agency. Pila ka nights imo gusto and then how much is your budget? And then after, sige, 3 nights, ang budget ko 5,000 per night with breakfast na. And then, itawag ina ni travel agency sa iya nga different suppliers or different partner hotels. Oy, may available ka muda for 3 nights, may client ko di. Now, kung maghambal si hotel, may available, send lang sang booking order or send lang sang reservation, then there goes the transaction. Amo na dayon ang magiging transaction nila. So, pag nag-okay na, mabayad si buyer kay travel agency, mabayad si travel agency kay buyer, kay seller, And then by the time nga nag-check-in na, ti makadto na lang niya si buyer sa hotel and then check-in. Wala na siya bayaran. Nga ginbayaran na ni travel agency. Nga ginbayaran na ni travel agency because nagbayad na si client kay travel agency ahead of time. Okay? I hope that's clear ha? And inyo nga, ag inyo gid nga naintindihan. Let's continue. Okay. Ano naman ang new way? Okay. So ang una tatong nag-discuss kagina is the traditional way. So ano naman ang new way? So the new way. So this harnesses the links, expertise, and professional service orientation of the travel organization and turns it into a vendor and principal selling travel services and solution. So this is the travel management company, or what we call the TMC, Travel Management Company. So let me explain to you kung ano ini ang ginatawag naton na Travel Management Company. Okay, so this entity forms a tripartite alliance where all parties are treated as equal. Okay, and partners equally sharing data and information and mutually benefiting from open communication and information exchange. So si vendor or the supplier, pwede siya mag-coordinate or do business with the travel management company, and then at the same time si vendor pwede man siya mag-directly kay buyer. So, vendor to TMC, vendor to vendi, TMC to vendi. So, equal sila. Ang dito yakagina sa traditional, hindi pwede. May middleman. Diriya sa TMC, sa new way, equal sila. So, pwede ikaw yang magdiretso. Pero, usually, ang ginaobra subong niya sa mga travel agency, most of them, they are still doing that traditional way. Nga, in a traditional way, you get to earn more and then it's more of like, ang ginatawag natin niya, confidential. Ang rate is confidential, hindi pwede mabalaan ni buyer. Right? Diba? Pag naghambal ka da karon ang hotel 5,000, dayon pag direct ni buyer kay Marriott, ang hotel 3,000 lang. Nag 2,000 kagid nga markup, maguba ka na. Hindi na sa imo magbalik si buyer nga tamaan kamahal sang imo nga add-on or tamaan kamahal sang imo nga what? Markup. Okay? Continue. So, the characteristic of travel management company. So this entity forms a tripartite alliance where all parties are treated as partners, equally sharing data and information, and mutually benefiting from open communication and information exchange. So the TMC or the travel management company act as a partner to both the vendor and the vendee. And then the TMC, the travel management company, is proactive. It provides the individual traveler with the most suitable suppliers based on the vendee's needs, convenience, and price. So diri sa the travel management company, let's say proactive sila. Maang ginatawag pala naton nga customize. Kung ano ang imong need based on your convenience and based on your budget, that's what you get. Hindi yang i-push ko lang, i-push nga ma'am dapat amo ni or ma'am dapat amo na. It's not like that. So dapat it has to be based on proactive, and then at the same time dapat ma-afford sang client, dapat needed ya convenience on the part of the buyer. Okay. Now, the characteristics of a travel management company. So for corporate travel, now ano ang corporate travel? These are travels na usually ang nagalakat diri are members of the corporation or members of the company. Hindi yan nga individual, hindi nga duwa-duwa, tatlo-tatlo. Usually corporate travel, nagalakat sila, pulo sila, 20 sila, let's say sometimes 100 sila. Okay? So for corporate travel, the TMC analyzes and assesses the travel expenses of the vendee in order to maximize the leverage on volume or combines volume to provide leverage. Continue. Sa pinaka-lower part, TMC manages all of the vendee's travel processes from the negotiation stage to post-travel review for a professional fee called cost plus. So total cost plus professional charge. So diriya, wala ikaw naga-commission, wala ka man naga-mark up. If you are a TMC or a travel management company, you charge your professional charge or you charge your fee. Regardless kung pila ang bayaran ni client, wala kaya naga-commission dira. Pero may ara kaya sang fix nga professional charge. Okay, let's say for example, they can do it nga by percentage. Ma'am, kung ang bill nyo is 100,000 and then kami ma-process ang tanan, we will just bill you 10% professional charge. We will do everything for you. So kung ang 10% sa 100,000 is 10,000, so ang ibayad sa imo nga travel management company sa imo nga client would be 110,000. Or let's say 5%, so 5,000. Depende sa istoryahanay. Pero ang ginahambal nga total cost plus professional charge, then that would mean nga inabalaya nga ang charges ya is fixed based on kung ano man niya ang ginset sang TMC or kung ano man niya ang ginset sang company nga ilang nga magiging charges. Okay? So that is for the professional charge, total cost plus professional charge. Now, the new way. So with these characteristics, the definition of a travel management company is what? A commercial enterprise or a commercial business where a traveler may secure information, receive travel advice, make arrangement to travel by air, sea, or land to any point in the world for a professional fee. Okay, so please take note ha. So they secure information, they receive travel advice, make arrangement, pero ano? For a professional fee. It's not for free, hindi man siya markup, hindi man siya commission, but what? A professional fee. Now, functions of the TMC. So, una, they provide information and expertise. So, a first-hand word of mouth is needed for first-time traveler to have a clear imagination of the travel destination they want to go. That is why when you visit a TMC, when you visit a travel agency, a travel management company, usually ang tanan dira nga nagaubra, they have traveled extensively already. Nakabiyahe na sila to most part of the world because they want to give first-hand information. You cannot suggest on where to eat or where to sleep or where to shop if ever man nga ang imo yang nga gina-suggest wala mo pa man nakadtuan. That is why in our travel agency, I always see to it nga ang mga gina-offer namon nga destinations, ang gina-offer namon nga destinations are all what? Destinations nga either na-visit na sang akon nga staff or na-visit na nakon. It has to be like that para nga ang information is first-hand, word of mouth. Para nga ang imong information is based on experience. Hindi lang yan nga nabasa mo lang. Okay. Another one, the function of the TMC is to recommend destination, products, and services best suited to the needs of the client. You don't just tell them, amo na niya. You sit down with them and then you ask them, how much is ang inyong budget? Ano ang best possible transportation? Okay bala ka mo mag-Cebu Pacific or ma-Philippine Airlines kita? How about the hotel? Okay ka mo nga mag 5-star kita or okay na sa inyo ang 3-star with buffet breakfast? How about ang airline schedule? Since may ubra ka mo, okay bala ka mo malakat Friday after office or Saturday na lang? and then mabalik kita Monday afternoon because ang company will be closed on whole day Monday. So these are some bala. So we need to sit down and then check what is the best suited to the needs of the client. Hindi lang pwede nga pa ano-ano lang da. You have to talk to your client kung sino madira ang ilang travel coordinator. Siya man, usually you don't talk to the whole company man eh. You talk to the representative, to the manager, or kung sino dila travel coordinator, and then that is the best person, siya na ang nag-discuss man during their meetings. Okay, so functions of the TMC. Another one is to provide assistance in securing travel documents. So the travel management company can assist the traveler in securing the necessary travel documents such as passports and visa. If the traveler don't have this yet, the TMC can assist them for an additional fee. Take note that the securing of these travel documents are not in the hands of the TMC. As such, government agencies are capable of releasing and creating such documents. Ikaw ya, being part of the TMC, ikaw ya, nag-assist ka lang. Pero the requirements nga ginapangayo mo has to be provided by the client. How are you going to assist them with the passport kung wala sila nagpasa sang ila picture? How are you going to assist them with their visa kung wala sila sang passport? Right? So, you only provide assistance based lang up to an extent lang. Hindi ka pwede makapapassport sang imong client kung wala man siya nagkadto sa DFA para magpa-picture. Ang pwede mo lang daya obrahon is what? Pwede mo siya buligan magpa-schedule sa DFA para pag-abot niya sa DFA, hindi na siya magpila. So, usually mga amosina ang ginaobra. Now, we will going to do that later on sa functions ng travel agency when we touch visas, documentations, and passports. Another one is to process travel arrangements. Okay? It means that the TMC places reservation, obtain confirmation, and issue corresponding electronic tickets or tour voucher on behalf of the supplier. So meaning, tanan nga travel arrangement, ang TMC ang nagaobra. So nagaobra sila sang booking, airline booking, hotel booking, tours, restaurant, mga tourist spots nga pag-abot ninyo, dapat ka muna ang i-cater, hindi na ako maghulat. These are the works of the TMC. Okay? So, this is the first step in travel operations, which is followed by the confirmation of travel arrangement. Then, the determination of the total travel cost plus the professional fees and charges are being levied to the traveler. And lastly, the TMC then issue the necessary receipts and tickets and wishing them to have a pleasant trip. So daw ikaw ang nag-act nga secretary of the company nga inyo nga client. So you do everything for them. It is because in exchange for that one, you are paid with what? With your professional fees to do it. Okay? Now, functions of TMC assist in case of refunds and cancellations. So, damo gid sang refunds and cancellations that have happened. Should there be any case where the trip was canceled or disrupted, the TMC assist in the cancellation and refunds of the travelers. So, amo inisubong ang ginaobra most sang travel agency because of what? Because of COVID. Since wala sang travel, damo sang na-canceled nga tour, so we have to process refunds also. We have to process also cancellation. So damo. So up to now, wala kami sang income or wala ga-generate sang income, pero sige-sige ang pag-process sang refund, sige-sige ang huwa sang kwarta because sige-sige ang pagpa-refund kag pagpa-cancel sang mga client. So, hindi pwede nga bayaan mo ang imong client, especially if something happened, bala, like inevitable nga mga reasons nga they need to refund or cancel, ikaw mismo sa TMC, you have to assist them. Now, the sales and revenue of the TMC, no, we have the negotiated professional or handling fee. Maybe a fixed amount per transaction or a percentage of travel cost. Amo ning ginahambal ko. Ang una ya is ang handling fee. Okay, I will do that. Pero sa inyo nga bill, ma-charge ako sang let's say 2% or 5%. Okay. Another one is the fixed commission on regular rate. So markup or net fares, which we have discussed. And then another one is the service fee. Ang service fee naman niya, based lang iniya, they charge in behalf of travel documentation and ancillary services. So based only on the services that you have given. Let's say, for example, application of visa, 3,000 ang charge. Application of passport, service fee, 500. On top pa inaya sa passport fee. The passport fee is 950 pesos. Kung expedite, 1,100. Pero on top of that, nag-charge kami 300 to 500, of course, to process it. Ikaw, wala ka na obrahon. Mabayad ka na lang, and then wait for your schedule, and then the TMC will do everything for you. And then, of course, the production incentives and rebates. The production incentive and rebates naman niya, ginahatag iniyas ng supplier. In case, for example, ang supplier maghambal. Kung may mapasulod ka sa akon nga pulo, gaan ta ka 10% nga rebates. Instead niya 100,000 bayaran mo, less 10%, 90,000 na lang. So, naka-income ka na sa imo client, may rebates ka pa nakuha sa imo supplier, so double income, right? So, it's nice. Okay. Sige. So, characteristics of a TMC. So, retailer, they transact businesses and sells to the vendee. The TMC is a retailer to the end user, which are the vendee. So, from the retailer or the seller, you go directly to the vendee. Another one is the counselor. At some point, they act as an intermediary. Pwede nga mag-act sila ng middleman, pwede man nga hindi. And then, diin sila nagkakuha sa ilang income. They derive revenue from fixed commissions, professional fees and markups, or for ancillary services. Ano ang mga ancillary services? Amo ni gani ang mga documentations, pag-process ng ticket, visa, etc. Okay? So I think that's all. Okay, I hope that you understand the lesson. So if you have any question, guys, may ara nga wala naintindihan, please take note sang inyong question, and then we are going to discuss that on Wednesday. And then I will be uploading again some other lesson naton for this week. Okay? So that's all for today, and thank you so much.